The BBC has sparked new concern over its commercial ambitions, with plans to merge its programme-making arm with its distribution business to create a single company with revenues of £1.4 billion. The corporation will combine BBC Studios, a commercial production division created less than a year ago, with BBC Worldwide, which sells programme rights around the world. The combined company, which will continue under the banner BBC Studios, will seek to cut costs in administrative departments as the BBC looks to absorb the cost of free TV licenses for over 75s. It has agreed to cover the estimated £750 million a year bill from 2020. A BBC spokesman declined to comment on how much will be saved or how many jobs could go. He said the main aim of the merger is to bring the BBC commercial arm in line with rivals such as ITV and ALL3Media, which have integrated their production and distribution businesses. Director General Tony Hall said the merger was necessary to secure the future of the BBC in a fast-changing TV industry and will make it better placed to make investments in forms of programming that Netflix, Amazon, and Apple will not, for instance by making it easier to jointly fund programs with foreign broadcasters. Lord Hall said, creating a single BBC Studios will bring the BBC in line with the industry, be simpler and more efficient. It will help ensure that license fee payers in the UK continue to receive outstanding British programmes which reflect British lives, long into the future. The planned combination of BBC Worldwide and BBC Studios triggered new calls from the independent production industry for the corporation's commercial activities to be closely monitored. John McVeigh, chief executive of PACT, TV trade body, said independent producers that use BBC Worldwide for international distribution of their programs would be concerned that their ideas could be copied by BBC Studios once its program makers are under the same umbrella as sales staff. He said, there have been incidents of that in the past when BBC production was in-house. BBC Studios was created last year as part of a push for more commercial income to top up the license fee. As well as taking commissions from the corporation such as Blue Planet 2 and Strictly Come Dancing, it is attempting to win business from rival broadcasters and streaming services. It has not announced any non-BBC commissions in the 8 months since launch, however. Independent producers have lobbied hard for greater financial transparency to ensure BBC Studios is not able to undercut them by sharing costs with the corporation. A combination with BBC Worldwide demands even more scrutiny, Mr. McVeigh said, who welcomed an ongoing National Audit Office investigation of BBC Worldwide. The merged company will be led by BBC Worldwide Chief Executive Tim Davie, who last year received a £682,000 pay package. The BBC said remuneration arrangements for his expanded empire have not been decided. The merger is scheduled for April next year. A BBC spokesman said the corporation does not believe it needs permission from Ofcom as it will trade on the same regulated terms as before. An Ofcom spokesman said the watchdog will consider the BBC's plans in detail.